Today we're with Rob Buffington from Home Seekers, and we're going to get some tips when it comes to the idea of a real estate versus for sale by owner, because there is a huge difference. And a lot of people think that they can maybe save money, make some extra money if they sell their own house, but there's many reasons why they shouldn't do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of reasons. Obviously, I'm going to tell people that they should have an advocate, someone working for them to maximize the return on their investment. That's the biggest reason, right? I mean, what are you leaving on the table if you go for sale by owner? Especially post-COVID. I mean, we've sold more houses over listing price in the last year and a half than I've ever sold in 17 years of selling real estate. So if you think you're going to save, typically, most for sale by owners are going to save 3% because they're still going to pay a buyer agent 3% to sell their house. So they're not saving a ton. And they have no fiduciary. They have no one representing them. You know, that's huge. In this market especially, if there's ever been a time that someone should not go for sale by owner, it's been this post-COVID era that we've seen.
Well, and I think a lot of people too, they get connected to their house. So they have that emotional attachment with their house, and that factors in too, right?
Absolutely. So as real estate agents, we are basically what I like to call a step-down transformer. So information that comes from other agents as an advocate for my sellers. If an agent looks at a house, and I just had this happen, one of our listings in Okemos, and they gave really negative feedback regarding the home. Well, that feedback doesn't necessarily go exactly the same way that that agent gave it to me over to my sellers, right? I might dismiss some of the things in there, just, you know, play it down a little bit versus giving them some scathing remarks regarding their home when it's not necessarily true, it's just one person's opinion.
You said transformer, now I have you as like a giant robot turning into a car.
Well, basically I'm suppressing the information so that it doesn't come across as offensive, right?
Yeah, right.
And so that's just what a real advocate does for their sellers.
Well, and of course, if you're for sale by owner, yeah, you're going to put that sign out in the front yard and people driving by might see the house. But if you hire a real estate agent, you guys automatically have so many connections from the get.
Yeah, I mean, everything from listing it on, with Berkshire Hathaway, we have over 100 sites where we list homes for sale. Also, just our back-end network, right? I'm constantly networking with past clients, with our buyer pool that's, you know, over 10,000 people in our website, with our social media connections, all those networks that we have where we're constantly pushing our listings out to get them sold for the most return on the investment for our sellers.
Do you have any tips then besides don't do it for sale by owner people?
Well, I would say at the very least, most of the time what I see, and I've sold a lot of for sale by owners over the years, not in this market, because when you're selling homes for between 5 and 10% over list, why would you want to try to save 3%, right? I mean, you're leaving 2, you know, to 7% on the table. So I would say reach out to a professional, talk to them about selling your home, talk to them about marketing your home, and really figure out, you know, what it is that they're going to do different than what you would do. Also, as a professional, I do this every single day. I've sold thousands of houses, and there's a lot of experience that comes with that. So I know all the different nuances that a for sale by owner might not have, right?
All right, so throw up those papers in the air, don't do it yourself, and how do they get more information then?
Homeseekers.net, pretty easy.
All right, well, thank you for the information today. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, stick around, we got more coming up on Studio 10.